So on YouTube, you can just go and say, that's mine. And YouTube goes, oh, all right. And then takes your video down and then says to the creator, that's his, unless you prove otherwise. Right, so here's the story. I made a backing track to one of Yngwie Malmsteen's most popular songs, Black Star. And that was in 2014, so that was 11 years ago, right? And I make that backing track for myself, really. I was living in my parents' home, and I just made it with an old crappy keyboard, you know, using the sounds on the actual keyboard, you know, sampling, recording individual hits in Cubase, and then, you know, whatever. It was just some really basic stuff, but it ended up sounding all right, even to this day. So I put it up, and people actually use that. They practice on it, and it's not like it's got millions of views or anything. I'm not really benefiting in any way. My channel is not monetized, you know, it's nothing. It's just a bunch of people just enjoying this backing track. So what happened is, recently I've got a copyright strike, but it's not an official copyright strike. It's just some random guy claiming it's his work, basically. It's not Malmsteen, it's not Malmsteen's labels, it's just some random dude. And I just I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around this. Like, how does this even work? Like, how can somebody just claim something without any proof? So on YouTube, you can just go and say, that's mine. And YouTube goes, oh, all right. And then takes your video down and then says to the creator, that's his, unless you prove otherwise. Can somebody explain that to me? Like, I'm a 5-year-old. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can somebody just claim it and then you have to be the one to prove they're wrong when they didn't have any proof to begin with? And the guy's email is something like Dratner something, and his username was something like SenseAd or something. So clearly it's a bunch of bullshit. So I submitted a counter each time for this, and of course the guy had no proof, so they had to restore my video. And now I'm going through it again from the same guy, from the same person. So the same person that failed to provide proof is now taking my video down once again. How is this possible? How does YouTube allow this? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one experiencing this. And again, I have nothing to gain, absolutely nothing. I'm just having a hard time understanding all of this because it doesn't make any sense. You get a strike, and then you submit a counter notification, and then they have to provide the proof after your video has already been taken down. What? I just don't get it.